man. Man. What was that comic book? Oh, that's a very good comic book. Too bad people are not smart enough to know how good that comic book is. That's a pretty good comic book. Well, lucky for you, I'll help you out with knowing how good this comic book is. Right? Okay. So now, we're going to go to the butt of Wanderer. Yeah, Penguin Zero, right? Isn't that funny what he's trying to say? But like, we're going to go to the butt of Wanderer, right? We're going to get very creepy. Boobs, legs, mouth hole, vagina hole, black wrinkles of a vagina, transgender, whatever the heck you think could happen, right? Do you know that Harley Quinn, throughout the years, has had certain different kinds of skins? You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to the little things I'm talking about. This is in the center underneath. And yes, it looks like a pair of underwear. We know Liv Morgan, she wears black underwear, right? It looks like Wanderer's wearing a pair of black underwear kind of thing, you know? Yes, Metroid Prime 4 is crazy. I found some Metroid Prime 4 stuff. And that's in the other video that I just posted, right? And then this is the crazy thing about what is going on with Wanderer's clothes. Well, that was my whole excitement for Metroid Prime 4 was because I was like, they're going to get into some really messed up stuff. They're going to get into hover. If they're going to get into hover, there's going to be a lot of messed up things going on, you know? Fire, all kinds of... There's going to be some really crazy surprises. The Pokemon ZA thing, oh my gosh, man. Wanderer's leg, his left leg, has a Z. And this is the whole point of like Pokemon ZA, you know, because Pokemon ZA is going to be really, really messed up stuff of... we're going to get back into some eyes, you know, BP eyes, right? Pokemon ZA is going to be pretty crazy, dude. It's going to be, you know, Mewtwo kind of stuff. We're going to get into some pretty messed up things because Wanderer above his heel is like a Mewtwo-like leg kind of thing. But this is not Mewtwo. This is like... And to the side of it is a pair of legs. Uh-huh. So, yeah, we got Pokemon Leg coming out, you know what I'm saying? Pokemon ZA Leg. They'll call it Legends for you, but the crap, man, it is Pokemon Leg. You know what I'm saying? It's Pokemon Leg. Because you ready for this? We're going to go back up the leg. Because one of my favorite Xenoblade characters of all time has a white boot. Saves Noah's miserable life, you know? Yeah. But why? Yeah. YX? Yeah. So we can get easily into boobs and all kinds of things. And we need to get into a whole mouth, okay? So the reason we get into a whole mouth is because we got Mario 64 and Shaft Colossus, right? So we need to get into a hole. That's why vaginas have holes like that, you know? We have to get into some kind of vagina. Now, the pair of shorts video that I have for Shadow of Colossus, which you can check up on, that's a really good one also. So we're working on some things. But this one's like in the Mario 64 side order kind of stuff, right? Ray's whole sharp foot concept is really crazy because, okay, so Ray right now... They love showing you the beauty of Ray. Fumito's artwork of Ray is really, really good artwork. So the reason he talks about Ray is because Demi Kids, right? All kinds of crazy things. Demi Kids, Stone, okay? X likes to, you know, twist her legs, right? But there's also the stigma of sex because there's the stigma of sex cream pies and all kinds of crazy things, right? There's a crazy thing that goes onto it that goes to a female's legs into the butt, right? Now, I don't know if there's a little transgender thing going on, but, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a pretty crazy artwork that's going on right now, okay? And I like to try and get into the other stuff because you're going to be surprised at the other stuff I want to get into, right? Samus getting up. Wanderer's Cape. Samus getting up. Went around Psylux and Metroid Prime 4 kind of thing, you know? Is this the one? This is probably the one. Yep, the but why. Oh my gosh. BP leg. Nowhere to go but down. She really wants you to look at her butt, X's butt. So she says nowhere to go but down, and she has like a camera angle of her butt, you know. It's really crazy. They want to get into the BP stuff, right? So the easy way to get into the BP stuff is to, you know, put your attention to certain kinds of different areas, right? That's why your new Yu-Gi-Oh card is having a short leg idea, because the tries are very crazy. We got a hover, too, on the cape, by the way. A uni hover. It looks very disturbing, yeah, because it's hover, it's uni, it's a try, it's a but why, you know, that kind of stuff, right? It's really good. Oh my gosh, it's good. Because Shiver has her eyes. Legs over a pair of boobs. Yeah, but why, right? Artwork of Ray. Really crazy artwork of Ray. Ray's scary. This is the whole vagina vulva, how vagina spreads, kind of like a vulva kind of thing. How you have sailors, because you know you have sailor themes, all kinds of things, right? Popeyes, right? Okay, so this is the whole Popeyes Ray kind of thing, right? Because we have to go down a butt, because once we go down a butt, we're going to get into a frown, you know? Ray frown. So the cape is very difficult, but like if you go to the side of the cape, you're going to get into this. This is why the whole game's called Side Order. Side Order is a very scary video game. Very good video game, very good title, you know, just always good, right? So when you think about games you're purchasing, that's why I was recommending Side Order, because Side Order is a game that if you purchase this game, you're thinking about the crazy things that you're actually getting. You're thinking kind of like in a different way. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. People don't think kind of in different ways. And that's what I prefer. I prefer to think of the things that are going on that I do know. And I do kind of like the game that just like makes you excited, you know? It makes you like, what the heck's going on kind of thing, you know? So that's kind of a little bit of the idea that I go into when I'm actually reviewing a video game is I'm wanting you to see a video game, but I'm wanting you to see the video game change some ideas and like, you know, get you to think a little bit better. Marina, to me, the boss battle idea that they had for it, it's way too good. That boss battle is good enough for you to make a purchase of it, and it's like actually like really good information. So it clears up a lot of problems that people have, because what people have is people like to go by things that just don't make sense, you know. But I like to go with like Tail, Pyra, Mithra. You know what I'm saying? I like to go into it because Pyra's a Y, right? Because PY, right? Underneath Wander's armpit, a black Y. Okay? You know what Pyro's armor is designed like, right? And you know Mithra's armor, right? Okay. So, trying to show you some crazy things. The reason I know about Pyra and Mithra is I know about Pyra and Mithra in a way of how crazy detailed they are. They're really detailed, and it was why the voice actor, I imagine when they got the English cast, when they got the actual English cast to make Xenoblade 2, that they were going to make Pyra's voice and Mithra's voice be a certain way in Pyra's to have a certain kind of thing going on, you know? We got a stair. This is a Mario 64 stair. And this is on his right, up above his right foot. And we got a stair because we always have to have Mario 64 stairs, okay? And then we got the little smile, because the little smile, that's why the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 DLC character was made. It was a crazy character design that was made. It's kind of like a simplistic way. You know what I'm saying? It's like a simple way of them, like, one, getting into some topics they need to get into, right? Getting into boobs, getting into, oh my gosh, so some really weird topics, right? Hunch over. But Mario 64 is a very disturbing game, and this is why, like, there's the elongated, and then there's just like this little this little motherfudger, which, you know, and here's the thing. If a female wears black underwear, mouth, right? And for the stare of the eye, you know, small titties, right? A-cup titties, all kinds of ideas, right? So there's some crazy ideas going on with this little basic template, okay? That's really scary. It's a scary little template. Also, they like to do it because you're going to have to get into Mithra, because the Y is to the side of the Y is a whole Mithra thing that's going on. It's a far and wide Mithra yin-yang. And we got to get into a white leg boot because, you know, and this is the thing. Splatoon's legs are shaped in a crazy way when the characters are moving around. You got hammers in Splatoon. You got Xenoblade character, you know, that fights with a hammer, right? So there's a whole entire thing that goes on to it. So Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is really creepy because it likes to go into detail. That's why I told you, whenever I was thinking about what I thought about video game characters, like actual video game characters, I told you that Noah just is a failure. Like, he has like legs by his side, and he's like a complete failure. Like, if he used the legs the right way, he would kill X. He would easily kill X. But he's not smart enough, you know. So, I mean, like, that they get captured by X, but like if he knew what was right there, you know. But like, that was the only reason he even had a chance too. The shirt sleeve has an elongated face, right? 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. This is a BPT. We're gonna get into a lot of Mario and Luigi T's because we're getting into the really creepy, disturbing things about Mario and Shadow of the Colossus. And Mario and Luigi loves talking about the Shadow of Colossus boobs. And Shadow of Colossus boobs is pretty dang crazy. And they like to talk about BP. They like to talk about tiny faces. That's why we have some tiny faces in this picture. All right. So that was the whole thing behind this final boss for Mario and Luigi, is they were going to have a final boss for Mario and Luigi that was going to be on the whole Mimi and Noah kind of thing, the 44. And that's why we have Metroid Prime 4. We have Witcher 4. You know, we have all kinds of crazy things. So the ideas that I give people is I'm trying to tell you what's actually good happening in the video game world. What's a good thing that's happening in the video game world, and what's a thing that may not be such a good thing that's happening in the video game world, right? So that's kind of like the little ideas that I get, and I go by those. Also, Shiver's tongue, I have no idea what to say about Shiver's tongue. I mean, what, a lowercase t and x? Text messages, emojis, Um, the pair of legs is pretty crazy that are on the bow. I think there's two pair of legs. There might be. I don't know. Let me see. For this one, there's Consult N. Consult N's pretty looking crazy on his bow. It's another side hover kind of thing for his bow. But if you go down, let's see here. Amazon Yu-Gi-Oh cards are pretty crazy, yeah. They had good effects too. They have good effects. It's just kind of like they're just like missing some cards, probably for a reason, right? Yeah. Even when legs disappears, we get boobs. We get some kind of Mario 64 kind of boobs thing. So try. Oh gosh, try is pretty messed up. Like's always been a crazy creature. So like I don't know, boobs looking like vagina on Wanderer's bow, like next to his bow, onto like his hand and stuff. That's really good detail. I really like that detail because one, it looks like a vagina, but it also like you could switch it over like as a pair of legs. Mario 60. It's really creepy design, really good design. Corner of my mind, you were there at the corner of my mind with your boobs right next to my face, that kind of thing. So Rise, I really like the body shape though. See what I'm saying? This is what's so disturbing about boobs, is I like the body shape by this because I understand what it's trying to do. We're trying to get into the scream because that's Shadow of Colossus has a crazy scream, and we're trying to get into that idea. But like, it's the ideas of exercising, it's the ideas of body. A lot of crazy things are going on with this little detail. You see what I'm saying? So like, that's kind of like, now if you are like me, I like to exercise and do certain things when I exercise. And if you know anything about body exercise or toning the body or any ideas of like when you're working out your body or what you're thinking about with your body, you'll know that there's a certain kind of thing that goes on and it's like, oh my gosh, what the heck is this? So money, right? Because money, the biggest problem with our world sometimes, the stressful thing is there are certain items you need to purchase, right? There are some items you need to purchase, and then there's some items you can purchase, but I think it makes life a little bit more difficult, right? It's the same thing of like putting food into your mouth, and that's what you get, because that's the food that you put into your mouth, and that's what you get from it, right? So our world is full of obstacles, a lot of crazy obstacles, right? Choices and obstacles, and that's some of the things that just go on. I cannot believe his heel has like an Ishtar kind of whatever thing. It has an Ishtar leg. You'll be looking at the Kim Possible stuff, right? Because the leg right here. But like it has an Ishtar burglar mask kind of idea, 1, 2, 3 thing right here. But the thing is to think about burglars that wear masks, right? Because if a burglar could have really, how about Foot Face, right? There you go, right? Foot Clan, Foot Face, Foot Clan. And now watch this. So pretty messed up. Pretty messed up. But we all know that burglars have like the black mask, right? They got that black mask going on, right? Uh-huh. We know that Liv Morgan has a half. See what I'm saying? And we know about Liv Morgan's storyline, right? Yeah. Yeah. There's some crazy things that are going on in this picture. that I'm just like, oh, okay, all right, all right. And the uni thing is really good because I remember uni in darkness. So what is going on with Wanderer's heel, right? Yeah, pretty creepy. His heel is having something really creepy happen to it. So there you go with that. Do you remember Zelda Echoes of Wisdom? Do you remember her boot? Because her boot's brown. It's not black. It's boot. You know what I'm saying? It's brown. It's not black. That does not matter. See? Pretty crazy, right? Yeah. I mean, she may have a brown boot, but what does that really mean? See what I'm saying? What does that really mean? Now, the reason we focus on her boot is her boot gets us into BP. You know? So she's when it comes to Legend of Zelda fans and they try to say their opinion, they don't know anything about Zelda. They don't know Jack. They don't know anything about the Legend of Zelda. They're trying to figure out about the Legend of Zelda, but they don't know. Now, that was my problem that I had with Legend of Zelda people is I'm just like, okay, you have to think again, because even like Ocarina of Time is like a game to me. Like I like Majora's Mask, but what I do is I go into Ocarina of Time, and when I go into Ocarina of Time, I'm like, oh man, there's still some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to like figure out what's going on, right? And 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're gonna get into the BP vagina real quick. Let's try and get into this, even though it's pretty creepy, you know. But like, it's just like let's try and get into it. It's back to the Kim thing, right? Foot mouth. 1, 2. Up above for eyes, right? Uni. Okay. Kim, Uni, right? Epic Mickey released this year with a remake. Pretty crazy. Yeah. The teeth. ReFantagio teeth. Because remember, ReFantagio is a game, and the reason I want ReFantagio to win Game of the Year was this. I know what was the good game. I knew what the good games were, right? So 1, 2, 3, underneath Wanderer's armpit, right? There's a 1, 2, 3 kind of thing going on. Really excited, elongated face, right? But a tooth, right? Taking a bite of a human arm, right? So there was kind of this idea that I had that I really liked what they did with ReFantagio. The time frame that it took them to do it, putting all the effort into bringing it out, you know, because there was a whole entire thing that they were working with, right? Also, there's the common challenge of like looking at the foot that you can see in here, which is looking like a pair of legs getting pounded by Ray, right? Because Ray's dick pounding, right? Right? So yeah, getting pounded because Wanderer's gonna die by getting his head pounded in by black sharp object. You right? But the foot, the whole entire foot, because women can also wear the teacup white underwear, because that's what Mithra, and that's why Pyra's drinking tea. Okay? So my idea of like when people ask me what I'm thinking about, what kind of games I'm thinking about, why I'm thinking about certain games, it's because I know more than you. I know more than what you know, and you may be a YouTuber who has a bunch of subscribers and whatever, but you don't know half as much as I know. You don't even know like 25% of what I know. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like the thing that I go into it with. Like not you, the people, the YouTubers that try to judge me, guys. I'm glad that you guys watch my videos. I really am. You have no idea. I am. I'm actually really glad that people. I'm glad when people try and watch this stuff, right? Because the drops of life, the drops of cum off of a female's vagina. Now you pay attention. Yeah, there you go. The whole stigma of a female's armpit is really crazy too, by the way, because like a female's armpit is quite the crazy adventure. But you have to understand like the ideas by that. You have to get with females and then figure what that is about. But that's called like manhandling a female. But anyway, that's called a good time. But okay, so See, I wanted to add some scare into you because there's a yeller. Anytime there's a Mario 64 yeller, because it looks like a pair of underwear. And you remember Liv Morgan was wearing black underwear, so you got brown and black, and you get what I'm saying? I mean, she's wrestling. Her black underwear is going to have some poop on it or something, right? You get what I'm saying? Never know, right? It's just the way the world works, right? Right? Okay. And Is that the way of grabbing a butt? Who knows? I don't think it's trying to be like that. I think it's trying to be like. Oh my gosh. Claw. Black gloves claw, right? Garium. Huh. Ah. Garium. What's to the side of Garium? Well, if you think about Garium. Okay, so we're back into the shoulders. We have to be back into the shoulders because Xenoblade Chronicles DLC. It's very good. Xenoblade Chronicles 3's DLC is just amazing. And to the side of this is crazy. This is what we call a detail that we're trying to look. We're trying to look for a certain kind of detail that comes with Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of Colossus has its own kind of crazy detail. And then we got a tri-face even next to it too, which is pretty absurd. I do understand the tri-face though. I do. I get it. Yeah, pussy. Pussy. Yeah, I get the tri-face idea. I get the idea that's going on here with this. I'm just kind of like, wanting to show you a human, right? Just get you a little bit of a human. Because that's kind of like the crazy thing that's going on. Gotta get you a leg, though. Yeah, get you a leg. The teardrops. The drops, it's basically we're on this whole white stuff dropping from a female's vagina or even a transgender vagina. We're on this kind of thing right now that's going on, this crazy thing. Metroid Prime 4 underwear. Add the Garium stuff. Remember the hairstyle from Teen Titans Go, right? Add the Garium stuff, okay? Have the black theme, right? Garium is known as a person that can go from two different colors, right? Black and white, right? Black, white, gray, all kinds of stuff, right? Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Go into switching the black underwear over, right? Okay. Give it some cream, right? Give it the cream on the black. Give the white cream, right? You can even have the pink cream because BP can definitely be in your real world when you're having sex with a female on a period. So you can have that too. But flip over the underwear, right? Because you have the underwear mask stuff that is from Victoria's Secret, right? Okay, so get the underwear, flip it over. Add the two. Of course, it looks like a pair of legs also, by the way. But like, add the two little things up above Mario 64. We're on some crazy things. Just really crazy things. Because black and yellow. You know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is. Oh, man. Not this shape right now. Shiver on Wanderer's Cape. Yeah. Shiver making a leg. There you go. Making a white boot, huh? Shiver making a pair of boobs. Right. Come on, Shiver. What else do you want to try and make, right? What do you want to make? A pair of shorts. You know the color of Shiver, right? Yeah, we're getting into the detailed talks. Well, you guys ready for this one? Shiver's palette of color is a really good choice of palette of color. Also, I like you to go into a creepy thing because whenever we're talking about Shiver, because Shiver is the epitome of tragedy, going to remember how she hangs her fingers in a certain way. We're going back to the talons. We'll stay away from the X boobs. Go to the right. Ooh, right? Yeah. Our rabbits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. VV. See, the whole thing that I know about in life but the whole thing I know about people is that rabbits jump, right? And it's better than that to have some kind of YouTuber who says, oh man, this banana challenge, for Donkey Kong 64, that kind of stuff, right? But it's better to let them know what's actually going on because there's some really crazy things going on. Now, if you've paid attention, congratulations, you get a little reward, right? Because I got to pay attention because I like building stuff up, right? Okay. It's also a good way to get into the right to get into the Kim Possible vagina stuff. But, okay, so we're going to go to the left. Go to the left again. 1, 2. Mario 64. Then have Shadow of Colossus, whatever kind of creepy Shadow of Colossus. Shadow of Colossus leg. Skinny leg. We know Sonic the Hedgehog shoes and all kinds of crazy things, right? But you see your feet... When your feet is, you as a human, when your feet is in a certain kind of way, because that's what the shoe's being shaped like, right? It's a pretty crazy thing. It makes walking, it's talking about all kinds of things, sex, all kinds of crazy things, right? And we know of our game Erdtree, right? When she was walking around, right? Okay. Now, the things that I noticed about Erdtree, when I was breaking down Erdtree, because I was trying to break down Erdtree, right? And when I was breaking down Erdtree, the things that I noticed was the things that you needed to pay attention to. That was the things I noticed. And the reason I noticed that was because they were going to, like, my whole idea was that they were going to have Mesmer in his chair, and he looks like quite the character, yeah. 1, 2. So Mesmer likes to be at a certain kind of area, right? His area is pretty scary. The area that he likes to be at, it's all about locations. Sometimes it's just about the location of places, you know? And that's why he likes to be there. And 1, 2, elongated. BP is the good one too. Also, I like the BP. We have to have a BP somewhere because, you know, Shadow of Colossus. The reason we have to have a BP is because Erdtree had a certain character, right? That was, you know, that I told people to pay attention to, right? So there's a certain kind of character. Like when I was thinking about boss battles for Erdtree, I was like thinking about that kind of idea. Now, Liv Morgan's black underwear being BP, pretty much, right? You know what I mean? I mean, what? She's going to get her period eventually, you know? And then, you know, that could make a female scream or whatever, you know? 1, 2, 3, Lowly Dirt. You want to see that one? That's another BP. I'm ready to just see BP laugh, aren't you? And there's kind of a little idea of BP laughing, kind of like an eye laughing. But I'm ready to see BP laugh, right? So, okay, so we're going to look at the dirt, all right? Which is also Metroid Prime 4 kinds of crazy things. Yeah, who would have knew that Wander would be like walking near like some Metroid Prime 4, right? This is legs X, so his talons are really creepy because his talons are to show you off legs walking about as a shadow. But we're trying to remove the shadow off of legs. That's why I said if you go to my other videos and you go to the pair of shorts, see what I'm saying? We're trying to remove the shadow from legs. But here's X. This is why X walks around. This is why X has some black stuff on her legs, right? That's why she walks around, right? And this is the whole thing about like BP, because we're trying to figure out where the heck BP is, right? Now, have you noticed, you want to see what's creepy, have you noticed the weapon that Wanderer carries around? To me, it's like a whole entire BP kind of thing, you know? BP veins, all kinds of things. So what kind of weapons Wanderer has been given is, they're not normal weapons, you know? Not even close to a normal weapon. And I knew I had to talk about this part eventually, because here's the creepy part. Ready for it? Because now that we've looked at it, right? Look at a BP, and BP looking like a sad face, right? Looking like 13, Enemy 013, looking like Demi Kids, right? And let me see here. Yeah, Moufleg, right? Moufleg. Moufleg's been pretty crazy. We have another video about Moufleg, you know. We have some other videos about Moufleg. Moufleg's pretty insane. Now, the reason the whole Moufleg thing is looking insane and it's doing this stuff is because, like, once we take the slag, because it's going to strike us down, right? Strike us down and make us sad because we're going to die or whatever, you know. 1, 2, because when this leg hits us, it's going to be a fight, you know. And that's what's so sad. Like, it's a sad face because, like, I need to get to that part. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I need to get to. Need to get back to that part. Show you how creepy it is. You know what's crazy is this game has a glitch in it. And it's a really good glitch in it to where I believe that you can get stepped on your head not once, but twice. Which would make sense, kind of like if I was to laugh at you, maybe I'd step on your head, right, and spare your life. And then when you get the right one, though, there's no time for laughing because now you know where the heck I am and, you know, right. Wanderer's neck is a 4, okay, brown, poop. That's why we're talking about Witcher 4 and poop, you know, okay. The 4 skin, okay. So Metroid Prime 4 and Witcher 4, they're going to be talking about some really, really crazy things, okay? Because skin is attachment to the body, right? Skin, veins. I'm trying my best in Shadow of the Colossus to find you something that I don't even know what kind of words to put it into. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing I'm looking for you, right? But like, I have to think of certain ways of that. Okay, there's most likely going to be a Splatoon 4. Just you wait. There's going to be a Splatoon 4 also. And definitely because they got to swim on Wanderer's neck, right? The wristband. Hold on. His wristband in the mountain dirt. That's why I like Shiver's color. Okay, Shiver has a really crazy color palette, and I'm trying my best not to forget things. And Shiver has just a very good color palette, and I cannot wait to find the color palettes because that's the really crazy part, just to see the amount of artwork and the kind of actual detail that you can shove into a video game. Which makes you, gets you to the point of like what you want kind of in a video game. The boobs idea is going to get like we can end with this too, by the way. But this is like, okay, remember we have gray characters in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, right? I think ending with this is okay. This is all right. It's not really going to beat the highlights that we were talking about before, but you know what? It might actually, put up a fight. Who knows, right? Garium, right? Might put up a fight, right? Because it will. This witch likes to talk about boobs. This witch likes to talk about V's, of course, but like this witch likes to talk about legs. This witch is a front box art. This is back to the uni thing, right? I like how it looks. It is a highlight. And there's a uni to the left of it. It's a highlight. That's why I went back to it. When females spread their legs and they're riding that dick, and this is a face. So that's pretty good. Unis jump up in the air kind of stuff. What's crazy though is like jumping riding dick, whatever. But why? Right? That's good. That's good information. There's even a rise kind of idea going to the left of this. This cape is crazy, right? Oh my gosh, dude. A headless mouth, because the mouth bit off the head. Who knows, right? And this one's messed up one, though. This is the messed up part of it. Like, trying to remove your arm, right? Humans, right? Trying to remove your arm from something. A lot of princesses we had this year, right? Yeah, princesses. Rise of an arm. Get this right. Yeah. Yeah, claw leg. Sure. That's fine. That's actually a highlight. Yeah, that's a highlight. That's good. Claw leg. Yeah. Team Rocket. Claw leg. James's hair. Silent Hill 2. I'll be looking forward to Pokemon ZA, right? Jesse, James, Meowth. Because Meowth, you split in half, VV, that kind of thing. The W. Be looking forward to it. And, Rayman. Yeah. Rayman is a Mario 64 kind of in a Shadow of Colossus tail on the cape to the center of the crest. The crest always looks like this looks like a Chow head right now. Go to the right. It has to look like a Chow, though. Chows are scary. They're blue and yellow kind of stuff. And, don't worry, buddy. Everything will be okay. What can I say? Right? And Sonic's walking and Shadow's walking. What can I say?